Welcome back guys. So in this video I'll be unboxing and reviewing Redragon HA300 Scepter Pro gaming headset stand. I purchased it from Amazon India for around rupees 1700. A lot of people have recommended me this brand Redragon, stating that they make good quality products at an affordable price. Not a lot of options were available on Amazon India. You can see Razer gaming headset stand, price is around 7000. Now it does come with a USB 3 hub. We have 4 USB ports in this headset stand. This is one of the main reasons why I purchased it. I will be connecting my low powered equipment like mouse and keyboard to the USB hub. We'll see how things go. The headset features RGB lighting and RGB switch with 10 lighting modes available. Using the Type-C connection, we can power up the gaming headset stand. Lastly, we have the USB hub. 4 USB ports available. 2 of them are protected by dust cover. So let's just start with the unboxing. I just received the product. Packaging was decent. Seal has not been broken. Just wanted to show you this. Here it is mentioned to register the product on their website. Month and year of manufacture, March 2021. Month and year of import, April 2021. I ordered it on 24th May 2021, so it's fairly new. I'll break the seal. After breaking the seal, you can just open the box like this. Opened up very easily. First we have the Type-C to USB wire. Type-C connection goes into the headset stand. The USB connector goes to the USB port of our PC. I'll just open it. It's a fairly long cable. It's not a braided cable but seems to be of good quality. Yeah, there's a stand. Then we have the manuals. That's it. Redragon sticker. The manual. You can read the specification, working current, working voltage, support connecting devices with 500 mA. Under the feature section they have mentioned durable aluminium construction with the ultimate display for our headset, dynamic RGB lighting, but the thing is it does not have any onboard storage. We cannot save the profile, so every time when we restart our PC, our preferred lighting mode will get reset and we would have to set it again manually. 4 USB 2 ports provide charging power and faster data speed. I'll test that in the later part of the video. Non-slip rubberized base that provides stability and protection for our headset. Yeah, moving on to the headset. So it is pre-assembled. Let me just measure the dimensions. Height is around 24 centimeter. The width is around 10.5 centimeter. I'll just remove the plastic. It seems the body is entirely plastic. I highly doubt this is aluminium. This has a matte finish. This has a glossy finish. Matte finish again. It does feel to be very solid, I have to say. The stand does not seem to be loose. Let me show you the USB ports. This is the dust cover for 2 USB ports. This is the third USB port and this is the Type-C interface. This is the fourth USB port and this is the RGB switch. Using it we can switch among the different RGB modes. At the bottom you can see the input rating and these are the 4 non-slip rubber pads for providing stability. Now I'll just place my JBL Quantum 300 gaming headset on this headset stand. Nice and simple, gets the job done. So now I'll be connecting some USB powered equipment to the USB hub of the headset stand and we'll be checking out its different RGB modes as well. So I have placed the headset stand on my computer table. These are the different RGB modes. Let me just switch the modes. Cycling effect. Speed has slowed down. Same colors are repeating now. Colors are changing at a very slow pace. single color. The LED lighting is visible even in a well lit room. We can even switch off the LED lighting. Now I will be testing a lot of USB powered equipment. You can see this is the wire of my mechanical keyboard. I'll just connect it to the USB port of the headset stand. I connected the keyboard. Let me just use it. It is working. That's good to see. So now I'll be connecting my mouse to the hub. Logitech G402 Hyperion Fury. There's the mouse. The mouse lit up. Yeah, it is working. Let me just select the C drive. I hope it is visible. Right click, refresh. So both of my mouse and keyboard are working using the USB hub of the headset stand. Now using the USB interface, I'll just connect my JBL Quantum 300 headset to the USB hub. Just need to plug this in the hub. I just removed the dust cover. I'll plug it in here. You can see guys, JBL Quantum software has detected the headphone JBL Quantum 300. Let me just play some audio. Highly impressed by the USB hub so far. Now for the final test, I will be connecting my 2 TB WD hard drive to it. This is the hard disk. All of the other equipment are still connected to the hub, keyboard, mouse and the gaming headset. I'll just connect it here in the last port. Let's see if it gets detected. USB 3 based hard disk. The hub is USB 2 based, so we will be getting lower speeds. This is amazing. The hard drive got detected. The hub is able to power all of the equipments when connected together. 2 TB hard drive, mechanical keyboard, G402 Hyperion Fury mouse, JBL Quantum 300 headset. I will be transferring a video file from my computer's SSD to this hard drive connected to the USB hub. Size of the video file is around 800 MB. I just zoomed in. So we are getting around 38 Mbps. Limitation of the USB to interface. Now I'll just copy a video file from the external hard drive to my PC's SSD. Let's check out the speed. File size is around 200 MB. Yeah, getting around 4 to 7 Mbps. Started slow. Now speed is around 16 Mbps. Depends on the file size as well. In the end, I would say that I am very impressed by its performance. As a stand, it's very sturdy. The RGB effects look very nice as well. Different modes are available. Lighting is visible even in a well lit room. The USB 2 based hub works very nicely, can power up a lot of equipment even when connected together. The data transfer speeds comply with USB 2 transfer rates. But there is a con as well. It lacks any onboard storage. We cannot store the preferred lighting mode. For example, if I change it to this lighting mode, it will get reset when I'll restart my PC. But changing the lighting mode is very easy. It does not take a lot of time. So guys, I'll end the video here. I hope you found it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.